Baba Yosh, say hi. I don't want to kiss you because I'll get lipstick on your face. Basically today I'm going to be doing a story time for you guys on the time that a drug addict fell in love with my mum in New York, and the story just gets worse and worse from here. So let's basically get started. Before I start, yes, I know I've got eczema on my neck, okay? Well, I'm not a burns victim, I've just got really dry skin. And also I've got really chapped lips, alright? There you go. Okay, so basically what happened was when was it? 2013, my family, so meaning my mum, my dad, and Mia and we all saved up and we all went on a holiday. We never go on holidays, please be aware of this, because we never have the money for it. We love America so much. We've been to America before, but I won a drawing competition and the prize was to go to Disneyland and have flights all paid for and all that. So it was amazing, it was fantastic, it was the best thing ever. So we love America, and so we were like, no, let's save up and go. But this time, not only just go to LA, but go to New York and San Francisco. So guess what? We did that, okay? We did it. We saved for about 3 years, and we spent 3 days in LA, purely just to go to Disneyland. We didn't go anywhere else but Disneyland. Then we were in New York for 10 days, and then we were in San Francisco for about 3 or 4 days, okay? So we were just there from under like 3 weeks. But while we were over there in New York, so if you guys don't know this, my mum is styly. She's got over 200 pairs of shoes, and I'm not joking. I'm gonna try and get mum to show her shoes, like a one by one of the shoes that she's got. I'm not saying that she's got stilettos and like ballet flats and all that. No. Mum's got sneakers. Mum has got platforms. She's got gnarly shoes, crazy shoes. The crazier the shoe, the better, okay? She'll get it. Anyways, we were looking at a shop in New York, okay? And I can't remember what shop it was. When you put a mum like that, you're dragged in every single shoe shop that you can bloody imagine, okay? Like, you just had no choice. So we went into some shop and they were selling Jeremy Scott shoes or something like that. And I can't remember what she wanted. While we were there in the shoe shop, there was a guy there who wasn't working there. He looked like a tourist. Like, he had a Canadian top on, and he had like really short shorts, like too short for my liking. 50-year-old man, go away. He kind of looked like a string bean. He was really tall. Basically what happened was he went up to mum. He was like, because everyone in New York kind of just goes up to you and talks to you. Well, that's how we found it, because lots of people are drawn in by our accents, because obviously mum was going on to dad going, oh, I really want this, and so the guy, you know what, I'm just gonna say his name. His name's Shane, okay? Shane, my dear friend Shane, you bloody weirdo. He was like, what do you want? What are you looking for? And so mum knew that he wasn't working. Like, she knew he didn't work there. She was like, oh, I really want these shoes, blah, blah. They were just talking about shoes because they both really like shoes. So I was like, yeah, fair enough, that's cool. And then he was like, so where are you guys from? And we're like, yeah, we're from, sorry for my accent, I just have to like do the, this is not to offend people, not to offend Canadians, because he was Canadian apparently. He said he was from Toronto, and I'm like, okay. And he kept saying, sorry, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm like, mum was like, oh, we're from New Zealand, blah, 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 blah. And he goes, I've always wanted to go to New Zealand. Always. I've always wanted to go. Mum's like, oh yeah, it's a great place. You'd really like it. Come in summer though, because it's not really that good when it's winter, blah, blah, blah. And so obviously we're just saying that to be friendly. You know what I mean? Like, we're just saying that that's just a friendly way to go, oh yeah, come whenever, like, go for it. And he goes, oh, take my card and I can show you around New York if you want. I can show you, I've got a car, I'll show you around. And we were like, oh, so sweet, oh, okay. We weren't gonna do that, obviously not. Like, we're not gonna hop in some stranger's car, like, anyways, and he was a total chain smoker. Like, I don't mind chain smokers, okay? I don't mind them. Like, obviously smoking's not good at all. Don't even try it. Don't even do social smoking, because it will just get you into smoking full time. But he just, the whole time, it was like Post Malone was in the room. It was just, get one out, this one just finished. Like, he did a whole pack in like literally 20 minutes. I'm not even over exaggerating there. He went through them like rice crackers and dip, you know, he went through them so fast. He was like, here's my card, and mum was just like being polite, was like, oh well, here's my card, because it was just kind of like a joke of, oh yeah, if you come to New Zealand, ring me, because we knew that was not going to happen. And for some reason, everyone in America gives out their cards, like their business cards. I don't know why. In New Zealand we don't do that. We don't do that at all, so it was like, okay. But yeah, every time we met someone or like got personal with someone, they gave us their card, and I was just like, well, I don't want this. Every single taxi driver gave us their card, and I was like, nice. So he gave us the card and stuff, and then he goes, I'm a balloon man, I make balloons, I'm a clown. But I don't think he dressed up as a clown. Oh my god, are you actually being serious? He goes, I'm a balloon man, I make balloons for a living. And I was like, how are you able to afford those $500 shoes? Like, are you actually being serious? And so what he did was, he made Mia and I balloon hats. Insert picture right here. Okay, it was in the middle of like an electronics store. It was kind of like Best Buy, but not. He followed us. He followed us everywhere, okay? He was just absolutely in love with mum. If I spoke, or if Mia spoke to him, or if dad, he just completely ignored us. He only cared about mum. So, him being nice to us, he was like, oh, I can make you girls some balloons. And mum was like, okay. You're right. Next minute, in the bloody middle of the store, next to the Apple products, he was literally pumping up all these like balloon things, and he made me like a crown or like a flower sword or something like that, and it was just really weird. And so I was like, wow, that's so cool. And then my dad was like, okay, we've got to go somewhere now. We have to go. Sorry, Shane, we'll see you later. Bye. You know, and Shane was like, oh, okay, I'll text you tomorrow and tell you where I am so I can pick you guys up. And I was like, yeah, that's funny, mate, that's gonna happen. And yeah, I knew he was on something, but I don't know what, you know, I just kind of knew. You know when someone's just not right? That sounds really mean, but like, you know when someone's like on something? He was on something, like 100%. So I was just kind of like, oh, I feel safe because he's not gonna ring mum. It'll be absolutely fine, don't worry about it. As we're walking down the street, our bloody balloon things are popping in our head, like literally they're bursting. Oh my god, I'm so... Why? See ya, bye, oh, get out. I was like, see ya, Shane, bye, never seeing you again. The next day, I was at the National History Museum, or some art gallery, some modern art gallery or something like that, or some... I can't remember. It was, you know, it was like it was a famous museum. Okay, we go there, and then mum gets a bloody phone call, and it was a really long number that she did not know about. And who's on the phone? Hey, Desley, it's Shane. And we're like, oh snap. And so mum was like, hi Shane, what the heck are you doing? He's like, I've got my car, we're about to, you guys, I'm gonna take you around New York. And we're like, no, we've got shit to do, places to be, see you later, bye. We hung up on him. He would ring mum every single day on the trip, okay? Even when we were in San Francisco, he would ring her. He would anyways, so we were just like, all right, great. He's out of our lives now. Like, just keep ignoring the calls, mum. Like, don't worry about it. It's fine. It's all good. See you later. Bye. See ya. Well, listen to this. Mum gets a phone call on her work number. But get this. Mum's at work in January. It's a brand new year, guys. It's 2014. Let's get lit. Mum gets a phone call, and on all her phone calls it says private. It never says like I'm ringing or anything like that. It's just all says private on her work phone. She picks up because she thinks it's the guy upstairs who needs to make this thing work upstairs, like one of her audio engineers. I don't know, something like that. The phone goes off. She picks up. She goes, "Hello, this is Desley speaking." Who is it on the other line? Desley! It's Shane! What the?
It's time to stop!
Is it because of my eyebrows that you keep trying to ring us? And Mum was like, hi, Shane? What are you doing? And he goes, I'm in New Zealand! I'm in Auckland, New Zealand! Where are you? I think I'm not too far from your work. I'm walking to your work now. See ya! So then Mum rings me. She goes, guess who just rang me? And I go, I don't know, Dad, Nana. No, guess who it is? I go, I don't know. Shane! And I go, what? What? And I go, why? And she goes, it gets worse. And I go, oh no, it can't get any worse than this. He's in New Zealand. He's in our city. Okay. Okay. How can he afford this? That's what I want to know. How can he afford this? If he can afford $500 shoes, he only wears the same thing. He was like he was a Family Guy character. So what happened was, he goes, whereabouts do you live? Can I come over for dinner for a barbecue like what you Kiwis have? And Mum was like, okay, yep, we can do that. And I was like, Mum, why are you inviting this wacko dacko into our house? Like, why? So when we found out that he was coming to our house, my mum had 2 male friends there. 2 male friends. 1, my dad's friend. 2, her friend, Russell and Sean. Sean and Russell were there to protect us, essentially, because another thing as well was that Shane said, do you have a spare room? Can I stay with you guys for a couple of days? And I was like, Mum, that's not happening. We'll get stabbed in our sleep. I don't trust this guy. The look in his eyes are just not something I trust, alright? So no. So we had to pretend that we had a flatmate that lived downstairs. That we had no flatmate. We had no one. But what happened was, Shane said to Mum, pick me up from my hotel room and come inside. I've got such a cool view. No. Mum doesn't actually want to see your balloon sausage, okay? So no, that's not happening. And so Mum was like, oh, no, I'll pick you up outside. No, come in. And Mum's like, no, I'm not. Her and Russell went in the car. And Russell drove Mum there. Mum texted him saying, we're in the car park, come down, and then you can come back to our house and have dinner, whatever. And so Russell picks him up, and he's in the backseat, and Russell knows instantly that he's on drugs, 100%. It's an instant goes, oh my God, like this guy, wow. So he turns up at our house, and I'm like, hey Shane, wow, did you like the flight? And he's like, yeah, it was nice. Anyway, where's your mom? And I'm like, oh, piss up a tree, honestly. But what he did was, here we go. When he came to our house, in his bag were not only just balloons, but they were the shoes that my mum wanted, that she was looking for. He managed to find the shoes that she wanted. I will show you them. Give me a second. See? He literally spent $400 on these shoes for my mum. $400. And so we were kind of like, okay, how does this dude have so much money? Because all he does is make balloons all day. I don't think that's quite a sustainable job, if you ask me. And he said, oh, I'm just really good at the New York stocks. And I was just like, I don't even know what the stocks means. Can I please have some alone time with your mom and just myself? Just want to talk to her about something. I'm like, okay, here we go. Alright, this is the last time I'm going to see my mum, because he's literally going to stab a balloon pumper up her ass, okay? Because I was just like, oh my God. So I said to Dad, you need to look out the window and just watch them. Just watch them, please, because he's told me that he doesn't want me to be there. When I left, what did he say to Mum? He goes to Mum, are you happy in your marriage, Dasley? Are you happy? Are you happy in your marriage? And Mum was like, yes, I'm happy. And then I was right. I'm always right about everything, guys. Here's the thing. My boyfriend, Mystery Machine, he always goes, oh, babe, I should have listened to you. You're always right. I know I'm always right. Hence, what I'm about to say now. He goes to my mum and says, oh, I wish I never did drugs. I wish I didn't do them. Mum goes, oh, do you do drugs? He goes, yeah, I do. I used to do meth, heroin, the list went on. Every single don't do meth and don't do heroin. Lollies are so much better than that shit. That shit's really expensive, don't do it. You could tell there was something wrong with him because he was so brain dead. You know when someone has just used so many drugs that their eyes just have no life in them? Like, that's so mean of me to say. But seriously, that's what it was like. And he was still using, it was really obvious. And he would obviously just smoke constantly just to get his mind off the fact, oh, well, I'm not having meth at the moment, so let me just nicotine up. Boy, drug addicts out there that are like being clean, and I congratulate you so much, like that's incredible. This dude wasn't clean, okay? He was in no shape or form clean, okay? I'm telling you right now, I've seen it before, okay? You can't just say to me, oh, well, you don't know, my dad's a drug addict, blah, 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 blah. Sweetheart, I know. I've met a few druggos in my life, and it's really awful, and it's too close to home for you to say to me, you don't know if it was or if it... No, I know, okay? I know. I'm a big girl, I know. Anyways, dinner occurs. So basically we had a plan. My whole family and the 2 men that we invited, we had a plan. And that plan was to weird him out, weird Shane out so much so that he never comes back. That's something that I carry with me everywhere. When I don't like someone or if someone's annoying me, I just weird them out to the point where they're like, oh, she's so weird, I don't want to be associated with her. So what do? We did exactly that. So, normally when you have a barbecue, or in my household anyway, you sit down and have something to eat, you know, talk about a few things. Talk about a few things, but no, what does my dad do? He gets the guitar out, he's doing like camp songs, his best friend Sean's gone in and he's singing away, and then we're talking about poos at the table. We're making him so weirded out so that, you know, we wanted him to go, oh, I better go now, can someone take me home? Because that's just the best thing to do. You know, you get down on their level. Be as weird as them, and if you out-weird them, you've won. And we did win. So we were all singing songs, singing Beatles songs. I'll try and put the video in, because I recorded it, because I was like, oh my god, this is so, and you'll be able to hear his voice as well. He is just, you won't be able to work out who he is, by the way. Like, he's a nobody. He's actually not like a famous clown or a famous balloon guy.
Close your eyes and I'll miss you.
Talking about your best mate, do you miss Shane?
No, I don't miss him. All his balloons.
So yeah, we out-weirded him to the point of, oh my god, I need to get out of here. But at first, he said to Mum, oh, let's get a taxi to my hotel, and how about you stay there, and then I'll send you a taxi home. How about that? So we were like, no, and how about no? My mum doesn't want to hang out with you, okay, you little balloon ass, drug addict ass, like, get out. And also another thing, he didn't like any of the food that we had, because the thing is, when you take drugs, I'm not saying this from my personal experience, but it's known when you take drugs you're never hungry really. So he kind of was just kind of like pushing food around. But basically what happened was Russell took this dude home, Shane. We were like, see ya Shane, bye, see ya. So we took him home, and Mum didn't go in, don't worry, because otherwise she literally would have had a balloon pump up her anus. I'm not joking, that literally would have probably happened. He would have turned Mum into a blow-up doll. He didn't know our address. We just said, oh, we'll pick you up and bring you, because if he knew our address, then oh my god, he could probably just turn up anytime he bloody wanted. And I was so scared he was going to turn up in the middle of the night with a knife or something. I was really scared of him because I knew he was on drugs and I knew that he wasn't all 100% there. And I didn't like how he was treating my mum because he was really creepy and really gross. Because he said, here's another thing, he came to New Zealand not only just to see mum, the whole point was to see mum, but also he wanted to go to a clown convention in Rotorua. He doesn't dress up as a clown though, he just does balloon animals, you know, like that's all he ever really did. And so yeah, it was just, so he went to Rotorua as well and he was he kept on ringing mum going, Rotorua smells so bad. It's like, well, I can't do anything about it, what do you want me to do? Like, but anyways, he pissed off back to New York, thank Christ. But listen here, listen to this. He rang my mum every single day at work and it sucked because mum didn't know if it was the people upstairs calling her or if it was going to be him. She's in an office full of guys. She'd leave her phone and like not answer it because when your phone's not answered, everyone in the office gets ding-a-ling, and so they pick up and go, Desley's phone, so-and-so speaking, and then they go, and then they can go, oh, well, she's not here right now, or, oh, I'll put you through now, blah, blah, blah. It's really easy. So the boys had to do that, and they did that for months. This guy would ring up all the time, and go, hey, is Desley there? Where is she? And all the guys in the work were like, oh, hey Shane, oh, she's not here right now. Oh, tell her to call me back. She's got my card. I'm like, yeah, we know we got your card. Mum just never ever responded back to him because he was obsessed with her. And he would always say to mum, are you happy in your relationship? Are you happy with your husband? When do you want to come to New York next? I'll pay for your flights to come to New York. Are there any shoes that you want? I'll buy you any kind of shoe that you like. He's not on Facebook. He's not on anything. Like, I Google checked him, but before you guys Google Shane, the balloon dude, there's nothing of, he's got no websites, nothing like that. His card is literally his number, and that's it. Because he kind of just walks around and makes balloons, and it's just kind of like, okay. But he would try to act really nice in front of mum to us, so he looks like a really good fatherly figure. As soon as she's not there, he was just like, no, piss off, go away. He didn't give a shit. He was just like, no, see ya, bye. And I was being so polite to him. I was the most politest. Did you see my school reports? I am so polite. I was so nice to him, but he was such an asshole to me. He was such a dick. So yeah, so it was just, I think he recently tried to ring mum off her mobile, and I think he's done it like within the past 2 months. It's 2017, you know, it's nearly 2018. He is just absolutely in love with mum. The whole situation was just crazy. That is the end of the story about how a drug addict fell in love with my mum in New York and then followed her home to New Zealand. True story, not joking. That is basically what happened. I'm still shook. I'm scared that one day I'll go to New York and I'll go into a shoe shop and there he will be buying more shoes, but you know, hope you guys enjoyed this story time. If you want anything more like this, I'm pretty sure I've met some real strange idiots in my life. If you see a guy making balloons and he's wearing really cool shoes, maybe just stay away. But anyways, thanks so much for watching. Shane, if you're watching this, you're very weird. Please don't come back to New Zealand again. That was really odd. We live in a new house now, so good luck trying to find us, to be honest. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. Hope to see you all again very soon. It's time to feed my dog. Say hi to your mum for me. Look after yourself. But most importantly, stay groovy. See you later. Bye. You went to school to learn